Okay, let's go ahead and check. All right, so we're going to check which phrases and words indicate your sample is like, whoa, statistically significant. It is way out there. It is very unusual. Okay, so here, if you've got a sample way out here, that is statistically significant, where you would end up rejecting your null. Here, not statistically significant, that's not a big deal. That means you got something, it's just regular old sampling variability, not unusual. Okay, so that's kind of what's happening. So what I'm going to do, because my paper here, I don't have mine cut up like you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the phrases that are representing statistically significant. So the highlighted ones should go on the right side of your page. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk through them. So the highlighted ones will go on the right side of your page over here. Okay, all right, so let's take a look. So if you have something that is statistically significant, would you fail to reject or reject? Yeah, it's unusual. If it's statistically significant, you're saying, holy moly, that is crazy, cray, we're going to reject the null. Okay. Now, if we reject the null hypothesis, do we have evidence to support HA or do we not have evidence to support HA? We do, yes. If we reject HO, we're going for HA. Okay, so this number 10 should be on the right. Okay, how about this? P-value is low or P-value is not low? Which one is significant? Low. If that p-value is low, HO has to go. So this number 13 should be on the right-hand side of your page. Number 13, statistically significant. You know, along the lines, let's just actually skip to this little section here, numbers 3 and 5. I want you to look at these cards 3 and 5. 3 says, if HO is true, the probability of getting the sample results I got, or more extreme, is a small probability. What is this called that I'm just describing here? If HO is true, the probability of getting this. Good, that's the definition of p-value. So cards 3 and 5 were a definition of p-value. Okay, so then which is a statistically significant situation? Was the probability small probability or is the probability not really that small? It is small. The probability of getting your sample results or more extreme was like small. And you got that sample and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. So I got to reject HO. All right, let's go back. So this card 3 is on the right. Now, how about this? HO value, the null hypothesis, would not be in your confidence interval you created, or it would be in your confidence interval you created. Which one is significant and like, whoa? Would not be, that's right. If you have a sample that you make an interval off of, good, and it makes an interval that doesn't contain the null, then you'd be rejecting that null, okay, and you'd be knocking it out. Okay, so number 14 is also down there. Okay, let's look at number 2 and 7. Sample results are not in the rejection region, or the sample results are in the rejection region. Which one would be statistically significant? Are. Very good. So card number 7 is rejection, or is that? Okay, and the last one, sample results can be attributed to natural sampling variability, or sample results are unusual enough that they are not just the result of natural sampling variability. Which one is it? Which one's statistically significant? They are unusual. They're not just happening because of sampling variability. So, to summarize, these cards, 8, 10, so here's the ones that went on the right-hand side, 8, 10, 13, 14, 3, 7, and 1. Those are the cards that are statistically significant. Okay, very good. So that was our one goal. What happened was I found that with your test being so wordy, that you had on Friday, I thought, I think that it could be hindering you in your understanding of that. Okay, so let's stop there.